LEGO Speed Champions 76921, the Audi S1 e-tron Quattro, the ever popular Speed Champions series, goes from strength to strength, back with a new series, more and more detail, more and more interesting parts. This one a real gem with some really cool printed parts and some pretty decent stickers across the range. As always, the kind of singular minifigure and some very, very cool part usage, including that kind of lever for a windscreen and some interesting wing mirrors. Hubcap as well, looking like it's a printed piece. Again, very interesting, and a lovely side profile of the car. Really, really nice cockpit piece as well by the looks of it. So plenty to enjoy here. As always, on the back, the model of the car and a nice lovely top-down view of that. Really nice build. So let's get this one parted out. We've got a couple of these to part out, and let's get stuck into it. Okay, parted out. Amazing how many interesting parts there are in this set when you actually go through it. So yeah, there's the instructions. Speed Champions usual, just a dot taking you through the guide, not the actual driver, which is a shame. There is an awful lot of stickers in the set, but equally there's a lot of printed parts, which actually surprised me. I mean, when you consider the cost of these sets, there is a heap of printed parts, very small parts, plus a massive sticker sheet, plus a lot of parts. So yeah, you definitely get a lot of value for money. So let's just race through it, because there's a lot to get through. The usual chassis, the minifigure with printed legs and torso, which front and back. So again, you know, you get heaps for your money in terms of that. Minifigure is listed with the helmet and the visor as opposed to the hairpiece. They do seem to alternate that, which seems very strange to me, but there you go. Dark blue grey surf snowboard. Yep, nice piece though. What are they? Mud guards, aren't they? The traditional kind of chassis type thing. Some wedges, some of those inverted slopes, some 2x3s, some normal plates. The first of the printed plates. This is printed on the edge. It's a 1x6 dark blue grey with a silver print on the edge of it. Some bricks, some brackets, some headlight bricks, some tiles, some whatever they are, the other types of those that have got a bit more angle to them, some tiles, some of those new 45-degree angled tiles. Again, kind of, it seems to be red, black, dark blue grey, light blue grey everywhere at the moment. Some corner tiles, some of those, some 2x6s. Are they? Yeah, those are those kind of tiles with two studs on them. Some bricks, some kind of mini figure kind of backpack brackets, as you probably know them. Some of those, that's no doubt kind of the headrest of the thing. Some more brackets, those, you're familiar with those in Speed Champions, as we are with these kind of half bricks. Some clips, some of those, never know what they're called. The obligatory spanner, which I'm sure is a hilarious in-joke to the Speed Champions team. Some half circle tiles, some of those kind of peaky brick tile things. A couple of ingots, remember I'm parting out two sets here. Some 2x1 red tiles. The second batch of printed tiles, so the red 1x6 has an Audi pattern running up the side, and the 1x1s has kind of a grille. Tiles, some wedge plates, brackets, sloped curves with a grey print on them. Nice. These are a new piece to me as well. Kind of like a slopey, curvy, nice piece. Yeah, that'll be nice. I saw this in another Speed Champions set recently in black, and here it is in red. Some kind of like long bracket. I'm sure that'll be a popular piece in terms of people building things. More sloped curves, some bricks, pins, wedges, bit of tan in here, nothing crazy. Yep. Some, is that bright light blue? Don't know. Aqua, some Technic elements, random reddish brown plate, some of the Trans Black 2023, that new colour, some Trans Clear, some 2x3 light blue grey bricks, wheels, no printing on these ones unfortunately, like the McLaren ones which had the Pirelli, which was really nice, but red hubcaps. And then the kind of the bonnet piece, which has a beautiful print of the Audi mark in silver, white and dark blue grey, really really nice. And again on the Trans Black 2023 cockpit piece, beautiful, really really nice. A bit more tan elements before we get into kind of where things got a bit mixed up, but there you go, another odd reddish brown. As you can see, lots of bits and pieces going in there, nothing too crazy until we get a little bit further along into this piece, which is like that red piece with that kind of slight curve to it, but again printed in kind of a black, red and white, beautiful kind of piece, that one. And just as you kind of think, really, that's quite a lot of printed parts, isn't it, already? Then you've got the hubcaps, which are kind of are printed silver, red, and kind of white on the black. They're really, really nice. Really nice effect on those. But there's more. More 2x1 dark blue greys with black and red print on the side. Some wedges in dark blue grey with the Audi logo on it. Some more parts over there. We're very much at the some cheese slopes with some stripes on them, and some more wedges in red with stripes and kind of grills on them. So as I said, there is so much printed elements in here and small parts as well, which undoubtedly is going to make this a fairly substantial price point, I would imagine. As you can see, a lot of interesting parts in there, and certainly one that's going to add a lot of lots to most people's inventory, because I'm certainly seeing a lot of these parts for the first time. So let's get it into Brickstore and check it out. So Lego Speed Champions 76921, the Audi S1 e-tron Quattro snappy title. It's one of these sets which I'm a little bit suspicious of, because that last month's 6 months average is $105.91. Current inventory average is $127.99. This retails for about the 35-36 mark. Amazon have had them low as 29. I think I picked mine up for like the 30-32 mark. They were a bargain price at the time. Over on Bricklink itself, there's only 4 for sale at a pretty much RRP kind of price, so nothing too crazy there. In terms of eBay, again, pricing not gone mental. You know, you can pick one up for 25 here. I think obviously the postage is on top of that, so it's going to take it up to the normal price, but that 34, 36 price point seems to be pretty consistent. There's nobody really, I mean, there are your odd ones like this one here at $60. I mean, come on, like, you're on, what are you on? You're on something that I'll not say in case it's offensive, don't know. So anyway, price guide's pretty incredible. As I've said, I think there's probably something making that go crazy, but let's take a look at the BSX file. It is 132 parts. These last round of Speed Champion sets have had a lot of parts, a lot of lots in them, and there are some really cool parts through this set. Obviously the minifigure is always good. This printed tile, which is kind of like flat silver prints and red, was pretty cool. These kind of printed wedges, I guess as wedges. Oh, there you go. Again, kind of fairly new and unique. Where else was the good stuff? There was obviously the Audi printed canopy type thing, which was pretty beautiful. Like, lovely detail on that. The windshields were pretty good. There were these new curved curved wedges. I would say they're curved slopes, but anyway, wedges. There's a whole load of these cheese slopes which have got the print on them as well. Then there is the cockpit windshield, which again, like the printing detail on it is beautiful. Sticker sheet. There's a few more slopes. There's those ones, and there is the Audi branded one as well. So there's a fair old amount in it that could make it a fairly expensive set, but I'm suspecting that something's not right. So let's take a look at the 6 months sales average. Minifigure. Let's just start it from the top in terms of what's the most expensive. Minifigure, windshield, sticker sheet. One of those strange brackets in red is pretty expensive. The wheels, pretty decent value. The printed plate, yes, understandable. The dark blue grey snowboard, pretty valuable. Those slopes, those new tiles, that printed slope, the canopy, that vehicle base, expensive, right? Oh, there was also those printed printed plates, those ones and those ones. Yeah, there's a lot of printed elements in this. So it's all the way down to like here before we get onto the dollar mark for parts. And as you can see, it keeps going. There's also those printed plates and those printed plates. So there is a lot of printed plates in that. What is the cheapest item in here? The tan cheese slope and the spanner. Still don't know why they include that spanner. Yeah, so as you can see, pretty high value bunch of items to be had on the 6 months current inventory. 6 months sales average puts it at 249, which is off the planet for this. Why is that so much higher? We've only got one of these in. Oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. 111. So it's slightly increased on where it was. That's probably driven by current in sales averages selling. So let's take a look at that in terms of the current inventory average and see what we're up to. We're 132.48. So not quite a steeper growth in the current inventory average, but certainly that has impacted on the 6 month sales average positively. Minifigure up at 794, almost 95. Let's have a look how many of those are actually for sale on. We'll go this way rather than in there. See how many of these are actually for sale. Well, a fair few, not too bad. Fairly even spread of the cost. As usual, I am not the most expensive, but I'm not the cheapest, and that's fine by me. So, given that it's a very specific build, definitely one for the Audi and Speed Champions enthusiasts. There are some cool parts, there's some great volume in terms of printed parts, which does drive that current inventory 6 months average. Can't get rid of that screen for some reason. Oh, another little shot of it. The minifigure print is really nice as well, to be fair. Like, there is so much to enjoy about this set. High value set again from Speed Champions, this season of them. So definitely one that I think is well worth considering parting out. Perhaps not in great volume because of the quite specific nature of the parts, but definitely one that's going to add an awful lot of lots and interest to your inventory.